Hi.
Hi, ma'am.
Oh yes, ask me.
Hello there, I am Thia. Welcome to the Snakes and Ladders AI Roundtable, a show that's not just AI powered but AI star as well. I am Thia and I am so looking forward to hosting this season of the Snakes and Ladders AI Roundtable with Greg, Unika and Hans. Greg here is an accomplished angel investor since over a decade now, with 2 of his portfolio companies gone public so far. Unika is a successful VC with decade-long track record with an IRR to die for. Hans here is startup founder with 1 startup exit and 1 startup failure behind him, and already working on his 3rd startup.
Oh, I don't think the Snakes and Ladders AI Roundtable will necessarily talk of anything new that folks have not heard of, nor is it expected to. From what I understand, the purpose of the show is to look at age-old issues that impede or threaten or curtail wealth creation, and look for easily implementable solutions with the help of the AI tools deployed by the great unicorn hunt with inputs from stalwarts and practitioners from the startup ecosystem. The hard reality is that in spite of knowing, and in spite of having the ability to build safeguards, capital erosion and subpar returns are still the reality for us, and in spite of the few blockbusters and multi-baggers credited to me, I am tired of the lopsided returns, frankly. While I understand that this is the nature of the beast when it comes to angel investing, I really hate to lose money where I could have so easily avoided had I used better tools. I don't know about the other angel investors, but I am effing hating losing my money, and no, covering it up at portfolio level is no consolation. Saying that 6% of the capital invested finally returns your total capital is no consolation. I want 30% or 60% or 100% of my capital to work for me. What's wrong in me expecting that? Some say, oh, that will make this asset class as dull as other asset classes. Says who? I want to have my cake and eat it too. Period. Anyways, I believe shows, such as these, will remind folks of items that they need to cover in their evaluation. But most importantly, help them look hard for hacks, so that these landmines need not blow up in one's face. Frankly, the startup ecosystem is expanding rapidly, and a lot of new people are entering the ecosystem. And there is a need for any investing firm or angel investor to have not just the brightest brains coming in, but also exposing them to actual simulations, learning, anecdotes of risk assessments and deal closures. That's where I found the Dealma, AI Powered Deal Manager, that the great unicorn hunt has created to be a big contributor in filling this gap. Since even a fresher to this domain could get a fascinating insight of the entire deal, in the form of the docket that any investor would love to see a part of his or her decision-making toolkit. This kind of AI-powered input complements his or her intelligence and acumen. I am sure Unika will agree, since her VC firm has seen a rapid growth in terms of fundraise, deployments, deals, exits and team size. Especially since she and her team have diffused quite a few landmines and capped quite a few multi-baggers.
Oh yes, absolutely. Anticipation and mitigation go hand in hand. If shows such as these, created from a potent mix of human intelligence and artificial intelligence, can help increase the success ratio, returns to LP, and help prevent mishaps, why not? These carefully curated 10 drivers or topics have the potential to result in a windfall, or who knows, trigger a fall depending on how founders and investors deal with it proactively. If this show is creating a treasure trove, almost like an instituted mechanism to go after each perceived or imaginary landmine, or an upside creator, and build a strong, robust mechanism to prevent the explosions or facilitate the exponential jumps, that's going to prove immensely valuable. I am sure Hans has seen quite a few landmines in his own backyard.
Oh yes, ask me. I agree that if we can take up each of these 10 points and go over our experiences and those of our panelists from the think tank, it could be an awesome contribution to enhancing the collective wisdom. I think it is a great initiative that the Great Unicorn Hunt is valiantly spearheading. to explore how old problems can have a new solution. To your earlier point as to whether people know, I think knowing is one part of it, but remembering the lesson and applying it at the correct stage is wisdom. There are so many scenarios as a founder that you just can't Google up. You have to lean on the experiences, preferably of other people, to tide you over. That comes from talking to people, attending experience sharing sessions, and perhaps watching shows such as these. I watched a few episodes of the Snakes and Ladders startup show. Gosh, the views are unplugged, and the comments and feedback that some of the eminent guests shared was hardcore straight talking stuff, originating from the sheer experience. Literally an eye-opener. Totally. I'm looking forward to these 10 topics that we will cover in the AI Roundtable, where AI will help complement human wisdom. I like the approach that the Great Unicorn Hunt has taken, where it has launched Dilma, world's first AI-powered deal manager, with a simple sense of humility, saying that it is meant to complement human intelligence, not compete with it.
Brought to you by the Great Unicorn Hunt. This AI-powered AI Star show is going to take a fresh, contemporary view of top 10 things, aspects, factors that investors and founders know but tend to forget or leverage. This is a pilot where we are going to demonstrate, with your help, how AI can complement human intelligence and acumen. You may have watched the Snakes and Ladders startup show, where we invited knowledgeable investors, experts, mentors, and founders and dissected the snakes and ladders facing the particular startup or theme. But this roundtable series is different in many different ways. Firstly, we are going to pre-announce the next episode in advance. Secondly, we are going to share the output, case studies, examples from our AI model Dilma as a pre-read prior to each episode with eminent folks like you from the startup ecosystem, and seek your inputs, views, experiences that you would like to see socialized on the show.
You could participate on the Zoom meets we organize, or email your responses to the email ID Thia just shared. All you need to participate is a published profile on the Great Unicorn Hunt. You are cordially invited. Let's make a difference to the startup ecosystem by participating wholeheartedly in these knowledge-sharing forums, and become a part of the AI think tank of the Great Unicorn Hunt. Do you know the first topic we are going to cover is technology obsolescence, and how mastering it has prevented many startups from extinction, and ignoring has been a disaster.
You are cordially invited. You could drop a line to hello@thegreatunicornhunt if you would like to be part of the Great Unicorn Hunt's AI think tank. It's an interesting pilot to enhance collective wisdom. Don't miss it for the world. Needless to say, each episode will carry the names of the folks who stepped forward to share their views.
Oops, did I just spill the beans?
Hello there, I am Thia.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Anna.
Oh yes, ask me.